Hey y'all, welcome back. Just getting set up here. Alright, let's go attend Beast class.
Revelio.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you like some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to
Those
think.
look good.
I think we can safely say
Look
that
like
Gerald
tater
likes it.
tots.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, a couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued?
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having. You think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
She just whines and dines, you know, gets a little loving, little treat, and then leaves, just like any other animal.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you...
I suspected you two might get along. Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you. I've seen it firsthand with her. It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howard mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Alright, what do we got next?
Revelio. shame on a Merlin trial when I see one. It's so tricky after all, Merlin.
It's the Kraken.
Revelio.
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Revelio. Madam Kogawa,
Wonderful. I trust you became more,
Yes, Professor.
if black ever permits. Well, with those tasks out of the... Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell. There you go. Catching them quickly.
Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village. Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seemed as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him. About Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hogshead. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find it.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Revelio.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Hogsmeade.
Welcome to the Hogshead.
Revelio.
The empty seat is yours.
Can I help you with something? You look familiar.
Hello, Lodgok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she said she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Can stop a thief.
Hello there. Come on in. Plenty to look at here. A pleasure doing business with you. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Revelio.
Hope you're not here for an autograph sprig, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock. You followed a wee bit? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
First things first, we gotta go get our unlock ability.
Revelio.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Why would I do this?
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and first, you know how to. Next, you'll notice.
But what about
curfew? Oh, toss. And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll find once.
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is...
Alohomora. Amora. Revelio.
Raising a generation of coddled cape flappers who can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Revelio.
At the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls in my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion.
Alohomora.
Alone, troll. How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 house points. I know you can't do that.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover...
It's definitely intriguing.
You are my... Now, remember, the moons are only
How many statues are...
I don't know precisely. You have your work cut out for you.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
Not every lock is as easy.
Understood.
I appreciate that.
Revelio.
Oh, I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this.
Thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Mine now, demiguise. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? I'm ready.
Good. There's no lose.
Wonder who lives here.
Revelio.
Always late, that Pippin.
Revelio.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Always late, that Pippin.
Revelio.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
Madame Luong, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Ha! Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for him. You'll not be getting a Knut out of me until you prove the... Drink it.
Seems simpler.
I should think.
It seems to have...
What?
If the demand for potions is as high as you say...
Ha! I'll not give him the bet.
Very well.
You do that.
I should be... Revelio.
Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables. That's all I'll say.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. What do you have in store, Revelio? Wingardium Leviosa. Heal. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Luang.
Very good.
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous. Delivering those potions...
I suppose that's business.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was hoping you might want to redeem yourself for not having brought me that Fooper feather and potions. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Revelio. This looks like the right step. What's the password? Descendium. Who knew this was all down here? Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though. Revelio. That seems to have done the trick. Revelio. 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 This castle will never cease to surprise me. Revelio.
I'm gonna guess we're going to have some spiders.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. I'm trapped. How am I supposed to tell? Incendio! Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. I'm going to have to get past this. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Leviosa.
Revelio. Incendio! Repair.
Something is getting in the way of that platform. One more to go and I'll make it across. Perhaps I should cast Accio to get that frame out of the way first. That did the trick. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate. Revelio. Reparo. Incendio. Something smells sweet. Must be close to honeydews. Revelio. Revelio. Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? I have the dried billywig stings. Now, back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out. Revelio. Revelio.
Never knew butterflies were attracted to treasure. Must have missed that one in beasts.
Alohomora. Revelio.
I remember you. Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it?
Revelio. Hello, Gareth. I have those.
You got them! Incredible.
Getting them was more work than.
Course. Didn't. Thank you again. I'll let.
Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. 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 I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. 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 This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. Revelio. 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 That's the last book. Now to take them back to college.
Reading can be as magical as
Revelio.
anything. Why can't students see that?
Any luck finding my diary?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, I'll happily take them.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out, perhaps I should start brushing... Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone...
Revelio. It's a relief to finally have an arts recipe. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. A Daedalian key. Wonder where it might lead me. There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Excellent! An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means. Hello, Nellie. I managed to get it today.
Brilliant! What did you find in...
A curious token.
Looks like some sort of house... I call them house chests. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something...
Seems I'll need to find more house tokens. I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
Alright, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content. I'll see you guys in the next stream.